Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Have you ever thought about the top 10 countries people are retiring to? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but the list changes all the time. And as you know, since the world is changing, a lot of people have different ideas of what they're looking for. And so they're looking for many advantages on where to live, the climate, the retirement, the costs, how much things are going to be as far as banks and banking and visas and all the things inquired into that. So we're going to start off the list today. These are the top 10 countries people are actually looking at retiring to because of the costs and because of what they have to offer. Now, believe it or not, Philippines is not on this list. Recently, it was taken off the list. It is not even in the top 20. It is in the top 30, of course. And the reason why is because the hospital care and the care of the hospitals, and of course the expenses to live has increased considerably since 2022. So Panama is number one on the list. Panama offers a low cost of living, modern infrastructure, and that's really a thing, in a warmer climate. It has discounts on health care, and of course it has its own health care program. And it gives discounts also for transportation and other services for retirees. Panama is known for the international banking business, and it has really great banks there, banking, things like that. Omar, what are you chewing on? Don't chew on that. Leave that alone. Every time I get on a computer. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is number 2 on the list. And the reason everybody likes going to Costa Rica is known for its beautiful beaches. And Costa Rica has a great, stable political environment also. People back years ago did not want to go there because of the health care. It is increased immensely. The health care system is a great setup, they said. It's great for the retirees. It's welcoming to foreigners and has very large expat community. It's growing, and these are rated. So top 1 is Panama, Costa Rica. Top third destination, believe it or not, and this is one that I looked at for a long time, and it was a toss-up between there and the Philippines. I am so glad I ended up in the Philippines. Not saying because I have a wonderful wife, but it's not saying I may not end up there one day, because it is beautiful beaches, the climate is good. It's Mexico. Cost of living is low cost of living. By the way, in Panama City, the cost of living is average of $1,000 a month up to $1,500 a month. Costa Rica runs around the same, about $1,200 to $1,800 a month. And I'm finding that all these are dependent upon what your, bars, you're smoking, things like that. But you can find housing in Panama for less than $300 to $400 a month. Same in Costa Rica. And of course in Mexico, you can find it as little as $200 a month all the way up to $600 or $800 a month. I have a friend living there now. He has been there for 4 years. He left here. In fact, he lived here and went back to the States, ended up in Mexico, and he travels between Mexico and the States because he has children in the States. And he said he lives there cheaper in Mexico than he ever did here in the Philippines. I don't know the reason why. He didn't go in detail with it, but that's what he told me. Mexico offers a warm climate, beautiful beaches also, has very low cost of living, has large expat community. It's got great coastal areas like Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, Playa del Carmen. Mexico offers high quality health care, and it's comparable to U.S. health care, but it's actually lower cost. My friend had to have surgery, and he ended up going there instead of going to USA, and surgery was a lot less. And so if you think about it, that's really the hardest thing is what they charge. I mean, this operation on this hand right here was just the operation itself is 50 grand, not counting the doctor. Just the operation on my hand. I had it cut it, and almost died because of the blood flow, cut a vein. And it was 50 grand for hand surgery. Isn't that unbelievable? And it was in and out. They did it one day. I went under surgery, came out the same day. 50 grand one day. So Portugal offers a warm climate, is the next one on the list. Pace of life is low cost of living, has well-developed healthcare system, and a high standard of living. Portugal is also known for historic cities, beautiful beaches, and stunning countryside. It is about $1,500 to $2,200 a month on the average to live there. Portugal is a little bit more expensive than Mexico and Panama and Costa Rica. Now, another great country to travel to is Spain. Spain is they're saying is really great place to live. It's warm climate. It's got good cultural heritage, high quality of life. It has good health care, of course, low cost of living. Now, every one of these I've checked, and every one of these on the list just happen to have all good health care, because believe it or not, if you are what they call blue hair and you want to travel somewhere, number one on your list is your health care. That should be number one. Then number two, cost of living. Health care number one, cost of living number two, because if you don't have good health care, why even think about moving there? And then you figure out if you can live there for cost of living. Cost of living here is maybe cheap, but the healthcare system is broke. And a lot of guys are leaving here because of it's broke. And so they're going to different places. A gentleman that lives in Valencia City just left to go to Peru. He's going to live in Peru for a while, and then he's headed back to the States. He's going to find him a lady there, he said, instead of here. So Spain, of course, warm climate. Quality of life is good, easy accessible, and so another great place, and it's easy accessible from Europe. And I think, that's the thing, easy accessible countries. Thailand offers a warm climate, beautiful beaches, low cost of living, strong healthcare system, a relaxed pace of life, also known for its rich culture and cuisine, making it a popular destination. And listen, Thailand is probably one of the best places to go for healthcare. I have a friend, you guys know him, Kevin, that's on our channel, and he was saying that I think he gets all his in Thailand. A lot of people go there for surgeries. A lot of the ladies here that want surgeries for face and other body parts, they go to Thailand for their surgery because it is cheaper and inexpensive compared to what it is here in the States. Do not chew on your clothes. You seem like a little baby, always in trouble. Thailand offers a lot of wonderful things there, and you can live for about $1,000 to $1,500 a month on the average, depending on what type of personality you have. If you drink or smoke, things like that, it's going to cost you more. Now, this one on the list is one that's always on top of the list. This one's always on top of the list. Malaysia. Warm climate, of course, low cost of living, high standard of living, has a modern infrastructure, strong healthcare system. It's known for its beautiful scenery. Healthcare in Malaysia is top-notch also. And I think really, if you think about it, and all these countries, if you think about it, these Asian countries, they're really Asia, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Spain, Peru, all close. Ecuador offers the next one on this. Ecuador, warm climate, beautiful beaches, low cost of living, and guess what? Great health care. Transportation, they have great utilities. Utilities there can run $20 to $40 a month. Air conditioner run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year long, and it's still going to cost you $20 to $40 a month. My friend loves it there in Ecuador. And a lot of these guys are subscribers to my channel, live in a channel. They want to try to come to the Philippines, find a lady, and either go back to Ecuador or go to Peru. And that's what a lot of guys are doing. They're actually coming here and they're bringing their lady to these countries. Why? Because they find that the countries, the infrastructure is better. And that's the key, the infrastructure. You can actually taste the different types of foods in high-class restaurants and local and cheap. He said that his average meal is $3. $3 a meal. This average here in town is now up to $10. Just an average meal. And I'm talking just rice and beef and chicken. And it can go as much as $10 here. You can get a $3 plate, but it's at the bus terminal, $3, $4, things like that. And that's inexpensive, and you can do that. But I'm not a fan of rice. I require a little bit more than that, so mine cost more than that. Colombia. Now remember, Colombia in the 1980s and 90s and 2000s, Colombia's changed a lot, and it's actually a hotspot destination because the clubs and the bars, younger groups go to Colombia because they offer lower cost of living, and you can live there for $1,000 a month or less. And people are actually going there because the infrastructure is vibrant, and it actually has great health care. It's known for these friendly people, and the healthcare system, like I said, is fantastic there in Colombia. And of course, there are still areas there that you cannot go, just like you can in Mexico. I didn't bring that up. You're going to find that in Mexico, there's still some areas that are not so good to go, but it's like it is here. You know, I mean, I don't go over there. I don't go over here. I don't climb that mountain, even though I could, but I don't do it anymore. But you could when I first moved here. You can't do it anymore. So really, the last one on my list is everybody's favorite, and everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to go here, including me, and I would love to visit and stay there for at least a month. And Colombia, you can live in Colombia, I forgot to tell you, for about $1,500 a month on the average. Some are living a little bit more. You can make it on $1,000, but it's kind of hard to make it on $1,000. But the average is about $1,500 a month. Now, Italy offers the next one, the last one, Italy. It has the cultural heritage. Everybody loves the Italy, the wines, the beautiful scenery, high quality of life. Developed healthcare system is wonderful there. Known for its cuisine, winemaking. It's a popular destination for many, and you can live there for about $2,000 a month to $2,200. It's cheaper to live there, they're telling me, than it is in the United States. But there are many people in the United States of America. Their income is Social Security is $1,000 to $1,200, $1,500 a month, and they're making it. They're surviving. Italy offers popular destinations also. There's many things to do there. It can get expensive, especially in Rome and Florence, and so a lot of people don't necessarily go in those cities, and it raises in price from $3,000 to $5,000 to $6,000 a month, depending on where you want to do and how you want to live. Now, a lot of these places that you go to, like I said, it could vary a little bit on what kind of lifestyle that you live. So Panama, I'll just recoup it real quick. You can live there for $1,000 to $1,800. Costa Rica, on the average, it costs around 15 to 2. And Mexico, you can live at $1,000 a month there if you wanted to, up to $2,000 a month. But you cover transportation, entertainment, things like that. But really great food there for inexpensive. Portugal, $1,500 a month on the average. Spain is the same, $1,500 a month on the average. Thailand is $1,000 up to $1,200 a month. One of the cheaper ones, Malaysia, is the same, and Ecuador is the same. Colombia runs around. It can get expensive in Colombia, but people are living there for $1,000 to $1,500 a month. And of course, Italy, it goes from $2,000 on up. And on the average, they're living there with rent, utilities, food, transportation, entertainment. Now remember, in Mexico, a lot of places, they close down for siesta. And same thing in Costa Rica. And so they have times that they just completely close down. Peru is the same. And where they have the siestas and the time off. Same as Puerto Rico, where they just have the time off. So sometimes you work until you get there at 8 or 9, and they work until 11 or 12, and don't go back to work till 2 or 3 o'clock, and then quit at 5, and then do their daily, do whatever they do. Most of the time it's out to the pubs or bars. So it's important to know that all these destinations can vary depending on what type of factors, such as location, where you live, your lifestyle, and your personal habits. Do some research and find a budget-based place for you. These top 10 countries, there is the top 20. Like I said, Philippines is in the top 30. I got this list from Department of Tourism. I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos, and thanks so much for always coming on. Hope you guys like this.